Newcropolis is a new urban burial method. Burial is a problem that people don't discuss often. Not death, but traditional burial. From New York to Paris to Beijing, cities across the world are being suffocated by gravestones. In Israel, 46,000 people die every year, and by 2050, the projected number of annual deaths will rise to 75,000. This equals about 5 football stadiums or 781 three-bedroom apartments. Aside from space, traditional burial also requires a great amount of materials, such as cement, wood, and fuel. So I went back in time to look for a solution. I looked at the necropolis in Egypt, the pyramids. I then went further back, to the days of Abraham, when Jews would lay the bodies of the dead in the field, and a year later would transfer the remains to a family grave in close proximity to their house. Then I looked at the methods today: cremations, towers of gravestones, and a new method called human recomposting, which discovered that a cow's body could be turned into ashes within 9 months, and that the same can be applied to human bodies. Burial methods as such are certainly positive, yet they waste a great deal of materials and often prevent the family of the deceased to conduct traditional burial rites. Inspired by all this, I took the pyramid structure, chopped off its top, turned it upside down, and there you have it, Newcropolis, a new urban burial method. The Newcropolis site will be built at the center of town, in close proximity to residential neighborhoods. It will function as a space for meditation, contemplation, as well as recreation and socializing. Through division of the structure to different levels, spaces will be created to accommodate grieving in various group sizes, as well as for individuals. The site will feature computer stations with information about the deceased buried there. The outer space of Newcropolis will also include areas for contemplation and conducting burial rites. How does it work exactly? The deceased is buried, and their family members submit a note with their name and death date. For a whole year, the body goes through a decomposition process, accelerated by rainfall and bacteria in the soil they were buried in. A year later, when only soil remains, they are then transferred to a container placed lower in the Newcropolis structure and are being used as fertilizer to the site's vegetation. The following year, the family of the deceased gathers at the site and transfers the note from the tombstone to the lower chamber, where it is being placed by a hole in the wall. Now, a different person can be buried in the same lot. Every town across the globe will have several sites that are identical in their design and function, but different in size, depending on the size of the town or neighborhood. The average will be 1,000 square meters. Newcropolis is a choice in life.